Hi, my name is Sandy Hawkins, and this is my husband Rob Hawkins, and we are the owners of Woodside Farm. We've been told we're magical. So basically, we just tried one thing or another. We kind of just threw everything against the wall and see what we could do, and came up with, well, why don't we just build a little barn, have a few weddings, make a little extra money in our retirement. It'll be fun. That's kind of how it started.
It was the thing. Everybody was doing it. It seemed really good. Like I said, this was right before the pandemic, so these were very popular. And we thought, well, we put up a little, pole barn, but that pole barn kept growing and growing. We are retired nurses, and so that's what we were doing before we started this. And I always like to say at that time, we did 3 12-hour shifts a week. But now we do 7 24s.
Well, it starts with chickens, a few chickens. And then after you have a few chickens, then you need a dog, because then the dog has to protect the chickens. And then you have to have goats. And so pretty soon our backyard was full of animals. And then we had an opportunity to buy some property that was out behind our backyard, and that is this.
We didn't have anything going on during that pandemic time. And but once that was over, then business started to pick up, and now it's got some pretty good legs. This is our 4th year, and this last 2 seasons have been really good.
Again, this is back in the days when I was trying to figure out what we were going to do as a farm, and we hadn't had the barn, but we had a plan for maybe building a barn. But we had the farm, and we were just trying to figure out what we could do. And somebody was talking about a CEO class down at the Small Business Center at Alamance. It's like, well, what's that? So I thought, well, and again, I was like a sponge. I was soaking up anytime anybody would say anything to me, it's like, oh, what's that? How do you do that? What about that? So I said, heck yeah, I'll sign up for this class. And one other thing I did want to say is, when you ask, what we're so proud of, and I think it kind of relates to the Small Business Center too, is like, again, when you do something like this, you kind of get a little nervous about, how is it going to work for me? What is it going to do? What's the future going to be like? And what we've kind of found is that this has been such an awesome thing for the community. I mean, everything that we do is like a blessing for everybody.